Here at 6, I'm Todd Carlin.
And I'm Jackie Parks. California prison officials may have to move thousands of state prisoners at high risk of contracting valley fever.
Yeah, more than 3,000 prisoners could be relocated out of the Central Valley due to the prevalence of that disease. 23 ABC's Mark Christian is here in studio with how this dilemma could impact the already crowded system. Mark?
Well, Todd and Jackie, the federal watchdog in charge of California's prison health system has ordered the transfer of those inmates from 2 state prisons in the Central Valley. But could any of those prisoners be relocated to Kern County?
Officials say the infection has caused or contributed to the deaths of 40 prisoners out of Pleasant Valley and Avenel State prisons since 2006 and has sickened many others.
This is a public health concern that the state of California has known since 2006. And since 2006, the Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation has taken some mitigation efforts to try to stop the incidence of valley fever from increasing. Unfortunately, up until now, none of those mitigation efforts have proven to be effective.
The order affects prisoners who are at risk for contracting the disease, including African Americans, Filipinos, older prisoners, and those with HIV. A state prison spokesman says correction officials are trying to determine whether they are required to comply with the order. He says they've already transferred some prisoners, but that trying to move more than 3,000 of them, exchanging them with lower risk prisoners, while having to take into account their different security risk, would be a monumental task. And to control the efforts to contain valley fever are continuing.
All options, we definitely take it very seriously. We're trying to mitigate valley fever in the prisons, regardless of who the inmates are. And we have stepped up our efforts. We're working with other departments of the state government who are in turn working with federal agencies to see what more needs to be done. And the prospect of moving thousands of prisoners out of those 2 prisons is something else to consider, but it's way too early to say that we are going to do that or not do that.
Now, we asked prison officials if any of those inmates could be relocated to Kern County. We were not given a definitive answer, but we're told most likely not due to the prevalence of valley fever here in Kern County. In studio, Mark Christian, 23 ABC.
Mark, thanks.